Welcome to the Exedra Chao Combat Definitive Edition tutorial. Before we begin, make sure you know that the game is very loud. So what you do is you make sure you don't hear anything from your computer, then you open up the game, go into Volume Mixer, set the game's volume to 0%, and when the title screen shows, slowly increase the volume to a level that you are fine with. Now, for the tutorial. Let's start off with the basics. The first thing you need to know is about movement. There are 5 ways you can move your Chao around the stage: forward, backward, jumping, jumping forward, and jumping backwards. To block, hold the back key and you'll block attacks. However, when doing this and your opponent's not attacking, you will be walking backwards. So if you want to lock yourself into place, hold the down key as well. However, with blocking, you cannot do it in the air. There are 6 buttons you need to know: punch, kick, special, meter, movement, and drive. The first 5 are part of the basics. Let's go over those first. Punches and kicks are your neutrals. By pressing a punch button, you'll throw a punch. Kick, a kick. The thing is that you can chain these together. Do a punch and then immediately do a kick right after pressing the punch button, and then the other way around for kick to punch. Now, depending on the Chao that you have chosen does depend on the hit junction of the second attack of the chain. The second hit junction can result to a Chao being hit just like the first. They could be sent further back, they could be launched into the air, or for someone like Molokai, the opponent can be brought up backwards. So keep that in mind about what Chao you've used. Now, you can't chain multiple punches or multiple kicks together. You can, however, do multiple punches with Chao Ryu, for he is the only exception, and if you hold down and press punch, Chao Ryu will perform his uppercuts. He is the only one with a command neutral. Next up are specials. Press the special button to perform a special attack. Depending on the Chao, it depends on what specials they have. Check the move list of the Chao by seeing which row they're in, known as a wave, and seeing what their movesets are. The U, F, D, and B stands for up, forward, down, and back. You can use specials in combos. Do the punch kick chain or the kick punch chain, and then press the special button, whether or not with the direction, and you can perform a combo. But not all specials can be comboed into, so experiment with the Chao you have to see what's possible. Next up is the meter button, to where I will go over what is on the bottom left and the bottom right of the screen. The first that you see are the meter stocks. The second you see is the meter charge. For the meter stocks, you hold down the meter button and you gain 2 stocks at the end of the animation. Volcano gets 3. And as for the meter charge, if you get hit, that meter charge will go up. When it's full, you gain a meter stock. And lastly of the basics is the movement button. Although I did say that there are 5 ways to move, those are just the simple ways. There are 2 other ways you can move around, and that is with dashing. By pressing the movement button or holding the forward key in the movement button, you dash forward. Holding the back key and pressing the button, you'll perform a back dash. But with the back dash, as you are dashing backwards, you are invincible, so you can dodge attacks that way. Keep that in mind. We have now reached the advanced part of the tutorial. I want you to see something. Take a look at this. This is known as the primary juggle. Simply rise up with a jump and then attack as you're rising, without chaining the attack. Then as you're falling, attack again. Rinse and repeat 1 more time for a full primary juggle. This is a good way to dishing out damage without using much meter, and most Chao can perform this kind of technique. Up next is the meta of the game, chaos canceling. By pressing the special button and then pressing the meter button at certain times, you can cancel the animation of the special and then perform anything that is available. There are multiple uses for chaos canceling. You can extend combos, you can avoid being punished, you can safely gain meter, or you can bait your opponent with a whiff into chaos canceling to another special attack. But bear in mind, you need to keep an eye on how much meter you have. For every time you use chaos canceling, you spend 1 meter stock. If you have an insufficient amount, you will have a penalty. This relates to all other ways of using meter. And if you're using Volcano, it'll cost 2 stocks to chaos cancel. Next up are the chaos drives, the most powerful moves for each Chao in the game. Press the drive button to perform a chaos drive. Add a directional input, depending on which one's available for the Chao you've chosen, and you'll perform a different Chaos Drive. Now, as mentioned, there are 2 level 1s and 1 level 3. To perform a level 1 Chaos Drive, you need 2 stocks, and for the level 3, you'll need 5. Block stun can be a pain when you want to counter your opponent, so how do you fix that? Well, by pressing the movement button while blocking, you can spend 1 meter stock in order to perform a block cancel. When block canceling, you are invincible during the dash, so you can counter your opponent by phasing through them by doing it forward or doing it backwards and getting some good distance. But be careful, you may not know what your opponent can do if you block cancel at the wrong time. Your opponent can block a lot, and to counter this, press punch and kick at the same time to perform a guard break. If their guard is broken, you can stun them for half a second, which allows you to do anything during that stun time. But if you hit an opponent with a guard break and they're not blocking, it's just a simple hit. But you can chaos cancel a guard break if it hits a non-blocking opponent. Last but not least is this. If you perform a special move that changes the gravity value while you're in the air and you chaos cancel, the gravity value returns back to normal. However, if you do a chaos cancel at the same time you press punch, kick, or if available for your Chao, certain special moves, you perform a gravity cancel, which cancels the gravity of the chaos cancel. This is perfect for things like dodging attacks for a longer period of time, or even helping adjust the movement of your Chao with the flow you have in order to perform more moves for extensive combos. And that is the tutorial of Exedra Chao Combat Definitive Edition. Practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching.